Good afternoon. Welcome to Life Lessons with Doris. I'm Doris. Today I want to discuss 2021 in review from the videos that I share with you. On February 2021, I talk about money management. That means how to manage money. I share you I shared my money management tips is number 1, not to overdraw too much. 2, buy things that are on sale. 3, use cash and credit card for unnecessary purchase and withdraw extra money like at the end of the month, and that way you will not go back and forth and all that, which I've learned. Those things have taught me, and I have put the end of the withdrawing too much. It became an obsession, and the reason why, because I would tend to divide fast food and stuff, I will overdraw and all that. And I realized I need to go easy on my spending. And it really helped me. It really helped me. For instance, when my mom noticed an activity on my account, she say, $20 and all that, and she say that I have poor money management. That means I don't know how to management for overdraw and spend unnecessary stuff. But I mean, the habits that I mean, I have put the habits behind me. It's all in the past. I no overdraw back and forth or spend money on necessary stuff. I spend on necessary purchases such as food, clothes, etc. That's what I learned. On May, June, September, I talk about the experiences and the CTED, Health Science Technology program at my high school, and I share you some of the experience that I learned. Some are good, some are bad, which includes learning the careers in healthcare concepts, vital signs, patient care, etc. Those things has really taught me a lot, and it shows that this is the field for me, and I have shared what I have learned from it is to just be honest about your career interests. Don't lie yourself about it, because if you lie yourself, you screw you end up feeling miserable and unhappy. And I shared talked about in one of my previous videos that I is when I first came to Sharpstown 21 years ago for the CTED Health Science Technology program. I was feeling unhappy, unorganized, and prepared because I'm not into healthcare. And what I learned is that I'm not into, but I mean, what I learned is that I'm not interested in healthcare field. I wouldn't have transferred to Sharpstown. I would have stayed in Westbury because that's where I belong. It was my home high school and high school. And looking back is that I should have told my mom a long time ago before she changed my high school that I'm not interested in careers in healthcare nor the food industry, which was the CTED food production management services program. It was taught by Miss Wells. The program is designed for students who are interested in careers in the food industry, such as culinary, baking, and working in deli departments or restaurant, and that's what it's based on. It was taught by Mrs. Walls. Walls. She was a very nice lady until she passed away a couple of years ago, which I shared in my last video about my experience in the CTED Health Science Technology Program Part 3. I talked about Miss Walls, and she was a sweet lady, da 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 da, and the things that she did for us. She was a blessing to the career and technical education department at Sharpstown, along with Miss Wright. So Miss Wright. So my health science technology teacher, who retired several years ago. Miss Wright so was a blessing to the program, and you know why? Because Miss Wright so not only is an excellent teacher, but she is an excellent nurse. She's an RN just like my mom. She received a bachelor's degree in nursing, bachelor of science degree in nursing at Texas Women University, just like my mom. And she received a master's degree in education in Prairie View AMM University. I'm just interested. And move on to the next video. On November 2021, I talked about how to protect yourself against scammers, hacksters, and fraudsters. And I talked about that I was being scammed and there's unauthorized activity in my bank account. First, it happened on March 2021, when I noticed an authorized activity in my bank account with an amount of 500 from Target. And I went to the bank right away that I did not do anything transaction. What they did is to just change my account. Then Target, called my house and my mom answered, told him was there. She told me Target called about an authorized activity account. And I told my mom that I did not do any transaction with Target. Someone you fraudulent. I told her I went to the bank and take care of it. But the thing is, I didn't let my mom know. And what I learned, if something happens like that, if your account is scanned or hacked or someone fraudulent use your account, all you do is to report the matter to your family and friends. It happened to anyone. And happened to anyone. The same thing happened with money on with the amount of first it's Steve, and I had to change my account. The third time that happened is when a hacker tried to have access to my bank account and they suggested I had to get a new account. It was stressful, so I decided to just close it and take a break for at least 6 months, then start over again sometime this year around April. Man, it only depends. And what I have learned, if you see unauthorized emails, if you see suspicious emails claiming it's from Chase Bank, but it's not, Chase does not send emails like that, all you do is delete it or just forward to Chase phishing to take care of it. The same thing with Amazon. If you see suspicious emails claiming for Amazon or Walmart, don't respond because they might gonna have access to account and they might gonna ask you for your personal information, your social, your phone number, date of birth. Do not give personal information, which is the mistake that I learned. First, I thought it was from Chase, but it wasn't. It was a scam. I did not know about it. And if you see suspicious texts coming from Chase by SI, don't respond. Just delete it. They're gonna have access to your bank account. They're gonna, use your information. But be careful, and which is the lesson that I have learned. Also, if something happens like that in a situation or your account has been hacked or someone use your information fraudly, all you do is to let your friends and family know so they can help you, which I learned. All this time I didn't let my mom know because I was scared that she upset. And and what I've learned from me, what I learned, if if I tell her, she won't be upset. If I don't, she'll get upset. But you just have to be careful. The reason why I keep on withdrawing about it, and I realize you have to stop overdrawing your money. It's not healthy, and that's the lessons that I have learned. And I'm gonna discuss some new things, including not to worry, nor worry about what other people say. Boundaries of professors on part two. And speaking of that, I forgot to share with you on April 2021. I've discussed the boundaries of professors, and I shared you the story that about what happened when I was in community college. I stopped by at one of my former professors' office hours. I knock on his door and he say, Doris, my office hours are off limits. I don't have time for any casual conversations. If you see me, just say hi. If this happened, I'll file a formal complaint and you don't want, do you understand? That's what he said, meaning that he'll report it to the administration. That means the Dean of Student Service or VP at Moreno Valley College. Looking back 11 years later, I felt very insulted. I felt that the professor was rude. I realized that he wasn't trying to hurt my feelings. He was just saying it in a professional way, meaning that he was setting a boundary as a professor because he's there to teach. He's not there to be my fan, which I did not know at that time, but I now know. And what I have shared with you about the boundaries with professors. Professors are there to teach, they're not there to be your friends. They're here to help you succeed in life. For instance, professors, they cannot hang out with their students unless they're like advisors to the club in college or community, or they cannot um, add friends in social media or Twitter unless they're finished college. But in LinkedIn, they can because it's very professional. And that's what I have learned. And I share you the situation that happened to one of my teachers from high school who worked as a principal. She got terminated for taking a 14-year-old male student with her and it almost hurt hurt career. And all we do, and one thing is professors have to be careful with students. They cannot hang out or else they're going to get in trouble and it's going to affect their career, which I have learned. And that's it for this, and hope you subscribe.